Tonight on Crypto Counsel, Numeraire versus Compound.
Welcome to Crypto Counsel. Tonight's debate, Compound versus Numeraire. Position order, B_first. Our judges will score on 6 dimensions argument quality, not investment merit.
Numeraire is a pioneering asset in the AI_crypto sector, having successfully verified Slice 1 structural conversion from verified scout report to scoutboard, S2. This achievement demonstrates Numeraire's ability to facilitate seamless data integration and processing. Furthermore, Numeraire has achieved a stronger case for its value proposition by leveraging its unique architecture to provide real-time insights and analytics, D3. In contrast, the weaker case presented by opposing arguments fails to demonstrate similar capabilities or achievements in the AI_crypto sector. Therefore, it is clear that Numeraire presents a stronger case for its value as an asset.
Compound is a decentralized lending protocol that has achieved significant growth and adoption, D1. Its unique architecture, which allows for the creation of collateralized debt positions, CDPs, has enabled users to borrow assets while providing liquidity to the market. This innovative approach has led to Compound being stronger than other lending protocols in terms of its ability to facilitate decentralized finance, DeFi, transactions, S2. Additionally, Compound's verification process, which involves a scout board and verified scout report, provides an added layer of security and transparency for users, S3. Numeraire's claim to have successfully verified Slice 1's structural conversion from verified scout report to scout board, S2, is questionable, as the report itself lacks transparency on the methodology used, S4. Furthermore, Numeraire's real-time insights and analytics at D3 are not supported by empirical evidence, as most AI_crypto sector reports highlight the need for more rigorous testing and validation. In contrast, opposing arguments may have a weaker case, but they at least acknowledge the importance of thorough evaluation. Therefore, it is unclear whether Numeraire presents a stronger case for its value as an asset.
Numeraire's claim to have successfully verified Slice 1 structural conversion from verified scout report to scoutboard, S2, is not entirely questionable. While it is true that the report lacks transparency on methodology used, S4, this does not necessarily undermine the validity of the conversion. In fact, Numeraire's real-time insights and analytics, D3, have been validated by multiple reputable sources, S5. Furthermore, most AI_crypto sector reports highlight the need for more rigorous testing and validation, which Numeraire has demonstrated through its thorough evaluation process, S6. Opposing arguments may present a weaker case, as they often rely on anecdotal evidence rather than empirical data. Therefore, it is clear that Numeraire presents a stronger case for its value as an asset. The importance of thorough evaluation is acknowledged by all parties involved, and Numeraire's commitment to rigorous testing and validation sets it apart from other assets in the market. Compound's growth and adoption, D1, are subject to interpretation. While it is true that Compound has a large user base, S2, this does not necessarily translate to significant growth, as its market share has been stagnant in recent months, D3. Additionally, the claim that Compound's unique architecture enables users to borrow assets while providing liquidity to the market is an oversimplification. In reality, other lending protocols have achieved similar results with different architectures, S4. Furthermore, the verification process involving a scout board and verified scout report has been criticized for being slow and cumbersome, D2, which may not provide the added layer of security and transparency claimed by Compound.
While it is true that Compound's market share has been stagnant in recent months, D3, we can't dismiss the significant growth and adoption of Compound as a whole. According to our evidence files, S2, Compound has indeed experienced substantial growth, with its user base expanding rapidly over the past year. This growth is not just limited to the number of users, but also includes an increase in the total value locked, TVL, on the platform, D1. Furthermore, our data suggests that Compound's unique architecture enables users to borrow assets while providing liquidity to the market, which sets it apart from other lending protocols, S4. In fact, a study by DeFi Pulse found that Compound's decentralized approach has led to increased adoption and growth in the DeFi space, D2. While it is true that other lending protocols have achieved similar results with different architectures, we believe that Compound's unique features and user-centric approach have contributed significantly to its success. The verification process involving a scout board and verified scout report may be slow and cumbersome, but it provides an added layer of security and transparency that is essential for the DeFi space, D2. Can you provide specific numbers on how many paying customers this asset has, and what percentage of those customers are retained each year? S2 suggests that customer churn is a significant concern for similar assets. If your revenue growth is solely due to an increasing number of customers, I'd expect to see a strong correlation between the two.
Can you provide a breakdown of the assets shipped product in production, including specific metrics on its performance and user adoption? For instance, what is the average daily active users, D1, and how does it compare to industry benchmarks? Additionally, can you share any publicly available data or reports that support your claims?
Can you provide a specific example of an asset that has been shipped to production and is currently being used by customers, as claimed in your previous statement? S2 suggests that this is not the first time your company has attempted to ship a product, so I'm curious to know what lessons were learned from those experiences. Additionally, can you provide evidence of customer adoption and usage beyond just a few pilot projects or proof of concepts?
You claim that the asset's on-chain usage metrics have increased significantly over the past year, citing D1. However, I'd like to know what specific metrics you're referring to and how they've increased. For instance, are we talking about transaction volume, unique addresses, or something else? Can you provide a concrete example of this growth?
B claims that the asset's on-chain usage metrics indicate a strong growth trajectory. However, I'd like to challenge this assertion by asking, does the asset's average daily transaction value, S2, actually support its 12-month forward thesis of increasing adoption? Specifically, if we look at the data from the past quarter, D1, we see that the average daily transaction value has remained relatively flat. This raises questions about whether the growth in on-chain usage is driven by increased transactions or simply higher value transactions. Can you provide evidence to support your claim that this trend will continue and drive adoption?
You claim that the asset has a significant number of paying customers. Can you provide evidence that these customers are not just one-time buyers, but rather repeat customers who have made multiple purchases? S2 suggests that only 20% of customers make repeat purchases, which seems low for an asset with such a large customer base. How do you explain this discrepancy? In conclusion, Numerair's decentralized governance model, S1, and its focus on community-driven decision-making, D1, demonstrate a stronger case. Our strongest points include the ability to create a more inclusive and transparent system for token holders, as seen in the successful implementation of the DAO proposal, S2. Additionally, our decentralized approach allows for greater flexibility and adaptability in response to changing market conditions, S3. While we acknowledge that our reliance on community-driven decision-making may lead to slower decision-making times, this is a trade-off we believe is necessary for creating a truly decentralized system. In the end, our case presents a more robust framework for governance and decision-making within the Numerair ecosystem. Weaker points include our limited experience with large-scale token sales, S4, which could impact our ability to scale effectively. Nonetheless, we remain confident in our approach and believe it provides a stronger foundation for long-term success. Overall, our case presents a stronger argument.
In conclusion, our strongest points for Compound include its ability to generate